Ha 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 ha! What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, Season 11. Preview, preparation, breakdown, just getting ready for stuff to actually happen. I know you've all been ready, you're all anxiously awaiting, but I can say this, the leagues are 100% locked and loaded now. So you can now go to the AFC, you can now go to the NFC. Your schedule is complete. Your draft order is complete and accurate. Everything is done. You can check when the trade deadline is, when the draft is, everything. You can now set your draft board, select your keepers. Everything is done. The only thing I do believe I need to go in there is set the official keeper lock date in both of the leagues, but that is the Sunday before the draft. I just need to officially set it in there, but you obviously have weeks. So, select your keepers, set your draft boards, and now we can look and we know who our Week 1 opponents are. And there are some big matchups. Obviously, Week 1 is divisional in the Hardcore Challenge. Our first 3 weeks are our divisional opponents, and our last 3 weeks are our divisional opponents, which makes it very interesting. We pull no punches. You come right out of the gate swinging. I play All-Pro Afro. You've got the heavy hitter matchup between Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Knox Vegas Anarchy. The last two champions face off in Week 1. They battled down to the wire last year, and they're going at it again in Week 1. You've got the Beaver Street Roar and Zeke and Destroy, both playoff participants last year from the Dirty South in the AFC. You've got Donkey Punch and the Black Hole. Donkey Punch, the last 2 years, has been the NFC champion. Black Hole challenged them last year. Challenged them in the division. A new rivalry built? We'll see. They face off in Week 1. Both of our only 2 women owners, I Am Groot and Mob Jason, both face off in Week 1 as well. Bandits and Average Joe came down, both tied in records. One made it in, one didn't, out of the Dirty South in the NFC. So there are some huge matchups in Week 1 already in the Hardcore Challenge coming into this season. So, biggest news of the week that I want to convey to everybody is your league is now set up 100%. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you look over your schedule. Make sure you check your draft order for last year. Remember that round 6 is actually round 1 because the first 5 rounds are when your keepers come off the board. So when you're looking for where you draft in this year's draft, remember you're looking at the 6th round is actually our first round pick. So you'll see there are already some guys that are set up well, especially in the AFC, because you guys in the NFC apparently don't know how to fucking trade. I don't know what the deal is. You guys had to learn like any trades. But All-Pro Afro, who I face off against in Week 1, I don't have a single draft pick in the first 3 rounds. Maybe even the first 4. I gotta go look. Let's see. Do I have one in the 4th? I do not have one in the 4th. I don't pick until the 7th pick of the 5th round. I traded it all away last year. And I'm playing the guy that has 3 first-round picks in Week 1. So I have an interesting matchup coming out of the gate. All-Pro Afro, Joe did a fantastic job setting himself up last year. You've got a few teams that have multiple picks. Bison Broncos has 2 picks in the top 7. Oh My Odell Yes also has 3 picks. And like I said, the NFC, y'all just don't trade, I guess. There was very few trades in the NFC last season. And don't think anybody has multiple picks in the first round. I don't believe. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like. I don't see any multiple picks for anybody in the first round. There is a couple in the second round, as the Ice Titan, formerly Skull Crushers, has the 2nd and 3rd pick of the 2nd round. So there were a couple trades made, but not any big blockbuster multi-draft pick trades like what happened in the AFC last season. The AFC, there were several trades involving players, 3 picks going both directions, lots of shaking up in the AFC as a lot of our big heavy hitters happen to be in the AFC. It's just the way it shook out and the way history has progressed since we've shook out and increased to the 32-team full field. So, make sure you check everything out. Make sure everything is accurate. And if there is something wrong or incorrect, make sure you let us know. Somebody thought that they had traded for a first-round draft pick, and when we went back and looked, no, they didn't. They thought they did, but they didn't. So, everything is recorded. If you go click the History tab on the homepage, and you click where it says 2018 season, you'll see that there's a little arrow next to it. That gives you a drop down. That will show you every season. That shows you, so if you go to the NFC, it'll show you both seasons of the NFC. If you go to the AFC, it'll show you the history of all the way back to the beginning of the league. It shows all of the trophies, everything. And when you go and click on that league, on that year, it not only shows, it shows you everything. It shows you every league story, every poll that was put up, every post that was, it is basically, you are going into the league of that season. You can find everything. So there is nothing that is not recorded and saved statistically or historically in our league. So if you think you did something last year and it's not showing up, let us know. We'll go back and check and make sure it's accurate. But I'm pretty sure everything is 100% accurate. I've combed it twice. I will be combing it over and over again until the season starts. But please, everybody, check your individual schedules and check your everything that ties into what happened last year, and make sure we're all ready to go, because the last thing we want is to hit go and we have something that's incorrect, and because you can't really change a lot of the stuff once the season starts. So check that out. If you have not received your buy-in invoice from the PayPal league page or what league account, if you have not received your invoice from the league account, please let me know. Send me a message, email me, somehow. Let me know. And send me your new email address and we will get that over right away. Please try to have that paid by the 1st of August. We do have a couple openings in the league, and hopefully we only have those two. We have one in each conference, but I want to make sure that we get to August 1st, we get everybody else locked and loaded, and then make sure those are the only two we have, and we will make sure we find adequate owners and competent owners to take those over. The two that we added last year to fill the spots, the one in the AFC and the NFC, both ended up making the playoffs. They both have been great competitors and great owners in addition to the league, and those are the kind of guys we want to add. We want to raise the competitive level. If we have to add a new owner, which we don't ever want to have to, if we do, there are reasons, guys. One of the guys that bowed out this season had been in the playoffs the last 2 years. So it's not like the guy wasn't being competitive. It's probably just a personal decision, just decided didn't want to do it this year. So he's bowed out. That opens up a spot. So let's see who we can get in there. We've already got some people have got a hold of me and let me know we've got people that want those spots. I'm getting messaged all the time that people that want in our league. So I just want to make sure people we add, they're here for the long haul, because we don't want to be changing it. So we want to, every time we have to add somebody, it's a negative, so we want to turn it into a positive and make sure we add somebody that raises the competitive level of the league, that makes it better. And I believe that every time we've done that so far, that is what has happened. All the guys that we've added during the expansion have been huge. They've been solid. Only one of the guys that we've lost was from that expansion. The other guy had been with us for seasons before that. So all of the guys that we've added over the past several seasons have been solid and raised our level of competitiveness in the league, and that is ultimately what we want. The 2019 Hardcore Challenge League Owner T-shirts will be posted tomorrow. It's a pre-order. It is a one-time order. We've only make it's a new design every year. If you didn't get last year's design, then too bad. You're never going to get it again. So if you get one every year, over the course of 10 years, you're going to have 10 badass, one-of-a-kind shirts that nobody else has, that lets everybody know that you are an owner in the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. So I think this year's design, we stepped it up from last year's. I think it's a nice design. I think it looks good, and hopefully you guys will want to grab one and rock them. Obviously, we're not making any money off them. We only charge $30 a shirt. That pretty much pays to make the shirts. the one-time printing, and to ship them out to you. So shipping's included. So it's $30 a shirt. If you guys want one, we're going to post them up in the group tomorrow. We're going to leave it up for a couple weeks, probably till the 1st of August, and then we'll order those off, and we'll shut that down at the same time as the buy-ins. So please stay glued to the group pages tomorrow. If you want to get a t-shirt, let us know. You get your order in, and we'll send you over if you want one, we'll send you over an invoice for the shirt from the league PayPal account. And check your stuff over. Schedules are set. Everything should be locked and loaded in both leagues. And get your buy-ins taken care of. We want to make sure they're taken care of by August 1st. If you haven't got them, let us know. Let's get everything locked and loaded. And let's get ready for a man. Can't believe it. It is freaking season 11. Season 11. This should be our best season ever. We've moved into new digs. I've made a custom studio just for all of the webcasts this season. I really plan on putting a lot of time into the Fantasy Football League this season and doing a lot of shows. We're going to have call-ins. We're going to have guys popping on video screen. Going to have 2 of the owners in studio for the draft. Corey, one of the owners in the NFC, owner of Pack Attack is Back, will be here in studio. And Matt, our vice president, is going to be here in studio with me as well, live for the draft. So we're going to try to step it up, try to be a little more interactive this year. We've got a stable home now for Hardcore Challenge Live Studios for the foreseeable future, for this and my other webcast, and things are only going to get bigger and better for the future. So new trophies coming. We'll be unveiling that soon, as I'm in final talks with that. We'll be getting that to Tom hopefully by the first week of the season. Getting all the plaques engraved and everything put on it, and thing's going to be a fucking thing of beauty. The name, I don't know if I've unveiled the name to you all. That was one of the honors in last year's winning of the cup, was you got to name it. It was the year 10 of the Hardcore Challenge. Tom won it. It's not only fitting that he won it, it was the 3rd time he won it. And not only that is it fitting that he gets to name it. He won it in the 10th year. He won it his first year he joined the league. Was his first year he joined the league or the second year? He made it the first year he joined the league. I have to go back and look. But it is now the Mandic Cup. Named after our winningest owner. The Hardcore Cup is now the Mandic Cup. For the foreseeable future. Now we may, maybe in our 15th year anniversary, we'll let that owner have a chance to rename it. But for now, it is the Mandic Cup. MANDIC. Yes. Hey, that's what we get for losing, guys. We could have named it anything. I had visions of a Raider-esque name for it, but unfortunately, I can't seem to make the playoffs since 2014. So, although we'll see if that changes this year. We'll see if that changes this year. But we will see. We will see. So, it is upon us. It's getting close. Another season. Season 11 of the Hardcore Challenge. Get your draft board in order. Get your keepers selected. I've got mine picked. I'm going with Andy Dalton, AJ Green, James White, Zach Ertz, and Khalil Mack. What do you got? We'll see. Joe, All-Pro Afro, man. It's me and you. Locking horns in week 1. You got those 3 first-round picks. Man, you cannot lose to me in week 1 with 3 first-round picks. But I don't even have a pick in the first 4 rounds because, man, I'll have to clown you in week 2. It's upon us. We got some big matchups. I'm going with the Red Rocket lines. The Red Rocket. Should I keep him over Derek Carr? I'm keeping him over Carr because I like the matchup. I like the 1-2 punch. I like to have that. I like the quarterback with their number 1. get that double dip on them touchdowns because I got AJ Green. That's the reason I'm going with him. So we will see. I'll be right here, same time next week. The biggest thing going on this week is I am going to be getting the spreadsheet in order. The spreadsheet, the historical spreadsheet of Hardcore Challenge, so that you can all see how many playoff appearances you have, when the last time you've been there, blah, blah, blah. Shows the history of everything. You can't hide from the spreadsheet. It shows all. I'll have that ready by next week, and then we can discuss. Until then, get your shit in order, because Seasons 11 is upon you. Are you ready for the challenge?